Hey guys, and welcome to the channel. Today we're talking Starfield. Do that a lot here, so if it's something you're into, consider giving us a follow. And if you're somebody new here who recently has followed or subscribed, thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it. Topic of the day is going to be a doozy. Grab yourself some popcorn. It's about to get hot. This one comes from our friends at Reddit, and it happens to be a subject I've wanted to cover a full video on for a while. I talk about this continuously through my videos and how I feel about creations, but once again, in the Reddit forum, we have some idiotic asshole who doesn't understand business economics, doesn't understand the creation system, doesn't seem to understand much of anything. So I'm calling it out. Fuck them. Let's go. Comment. With 1,000 credits costing $10, what mods do you actually recommend? These prices are out of this world. Followed by, Trackers Alliance is literally from Bethesda. Why is this something I have to pay for? Alright, let's start here, guys. $10 is not out of this world. It costs $10 for a gallon of gas anymore. It costs $10 to get a taco from Taco Bell. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but I think the last time I went to Taco Bell, I spent like $15 fucking for just me. And I got like 3 fucking tacos and a quesadilla and a pop. So you're spending $15 on one meal a day. And yes, this doesn't help in having to spend $10 more on a video game. But keep in mind, we have this thing in which we have to pay people to do things called businesses, and those people also have to eat their $15 quesadillas. So we have to pay them enough to be able to eat their $15 quesadilla, and then we have to somehow get a return on investment in the thing that we've invested in this case, a person in the form of a developer eating a $15 quesadilla. So it is mind-boggling to me that people think that DLC, because I'm going to go into that part, the Tracker Alliance, oh my God, it's from Bethesda. Why do they have to charge for that? Gee, I don't know, dipshit. Because they had to pay people to build that? They have investors of their own they have to answer to and have to get a return on investment? So they can't just build shit for free? Or at a loss in this case? And it's weird to me because like every other video game charges for DLC as well. So like, has this person never fucking played a video game? Because that's the part that's really hanging me up, right? Like, you can say like some things on creations are too expensive. You could say like paying $10 for a fucking piece of apparel is too expensive. I would agree for the most part. I would argue that like every other game does this shit though. I would say if I go on Fortnite or any live service game, spending $10 on a piece of cosmetic is nothing unique at all. But let's reel it back because the part that's really got me bent out of shape here is mostly the how can they justify charging for the Tracker Alliance? And it's like the Tracker Alliance is actually a phenomenal fucking piece of DLC at this point, if you want to call it that. I know it's a creation, but everything's kind of in the creation store. It's DLC. It's additional downloadable content, right? I think it completely warrants its price tag. And I think this comment is just completely asinine. So that's kind of my initial take on it, is creators should be allowed to get paid. When you go to work, do you expect you're worth something for the time you spend there? I would assume you do. Maybe you're 7 years old and never fucking worked, don't understand business economics. That's possible. But I'd say for the most part, you probably charge and think there's some value in the time you spend doing what you do. And I don't have any problem with developers creating things for us, also asking to be paid for the things they're creating for us. And candidly, this is how things work. If the price is too high for the market won't buy. And at that point, the developer will either lower his price or stop creating content. But I don't have any problem with somebody saying, hey, I've built something. I want to charge you this for it. I think it has value. I hope you think it has value too. That's how business works. That's how the world works. And on the Tracker Alliance piece, and I'll just leave it at this, like I said, in my opinion, great bang for your buck. It's amazing to me how in the video game community, things can be so cheap, but at the same time, like, they have no issue whatsoever spending $3,000 on a graphics card. Nobody has any problem at all spending $50 to go bowling for an hour or $30 to go to a fucking movie. But then, like, if somebody drops something that you're going to spend like 10 to 20 hours on for $10, it's like the end of the fucking world. So I'm all about, I want to hear what you have to say in the comment section, and I doubt you'll be shy about telling me. I'm all about things being priced fairly and the market determining those prices. But I just can't stand for, like, I should be given everything for free. I'm entitled to this content for free. Somebody else should work for free or at a loss for my gain. Fuck that. Fuck that. Let's see what the comment section has to say about this. Commenter said, you probably need to learn a lesson in business economics or at least an understanding of value and time. Yeah, no, exactly. This is kind of the point I was just making. So you can read it on screen if you want, but I'm going to move on. Next commenter says, the Trackers Alliance is a must-have. It should be included in the base game as a free update considering how lackluster bounding system was. But still, it's what I would get because it's Bethesda achievement friendly. All right, so I guess that's important. It's somewhere in there, it did say something about, like, what would you, this is bullshit, it costs too much, but what should I spend my money on? So it is funny to me because it's like, if it's bullshit and it costs too much, you shouldn't spend your money on it. Like, that's the reality. Like, you can't sit here and be like, the prices are too fucking high, but what should I buy? Nothing. Because if you buy things and you think the prices are too fucking high, then you're just warranting the prices staying high. So, like, keep that in mind. If you truly don't like the price, don't buy the fucking object. But don't come on here and bitch about the price being wrong, but then say, what should I buy anyway? You should probably buy yourself a visit to the doctor office because your fucking brain's not working right. Another commenter said, Escape is well worth the credits. I understand the belief that it should be free, but I think it's worth it. It's probably my favorite quest in the game. So here you have another person that's kind of going over, he's just surpassing the this is too expensive piece and saying, this is totally worth it. Another commenter said, Vigilance is great. I love the armors and the regen in combat. Okay, cool. So once again, you have another commenter who's not playing the stupid game. He's just saying, yeah, I think this one's worth value. You should go with this. Another commenter said, to be fair, you get 1,000 credits with premium, so I'm not too mad about it. You basically have a free pick between Trackers Alliance, Escape, or something else. Yep, that's also very true. If you have the premium edition, you could argue that you do have this DLC included. But if you bought the cheaper edition, then you have to pay the additional money that the premium edition people paid to get the content the premium people paid for. Watchtower, definitely Watchtower. Yep. No, Watchtower is great. Worth every dollar. $10, especially worth that. Changes the whole system out. You got a fleet of ships now. You got way more space battles. Totally worth it. Would suggest it all day long. Another commenter said, Trackers Alliance, Fleet Commander, Nomad Spacesuit, McLaren's Outfitters. These are all ones that come to mind. Now, I totally agree. These are all fucking awesome ones that all do come to mind and all warrant the price tag. So, listen, I could keep going on, but it actually does seem for once the comment section isn't annoying me. And most people are looking right past the gripe of the $5 to $10 price tag and saying, these are things in creations that are absolutely worth their dollar. And I totally support it. I love it. They're not all. And if they're not, don't buy them. But let's not kick down the ones that are every bit worth the dollar amounts they have. Not all the prices are egregious. You're being over dramatic and you're actually literally planning on buying one anyway. So maybe that's a good place to leave it, guys. It's just kind of fun little rant for me. I'd love to know what you think in the comment section regarding this topic. I personally am a big fan of creations and the ability to bolt on alterations to my game at what I think is a pretty nice price. If I can spend $5 on a Friday night and have a good Friday night, way the fuck cheaper than going to a bar or going golfing or something like that, right? And can bring me very similar enjoyment. So would love to know what you think. If you stuck around this long, I really appreciate you guys. Consider subscribing. We'll do more content like this, and have a great day.